that's my only son. And I'm gonna miss it.
Grandma.
25-year-old Carlos Collins was murdered early Tuesday morning, heading back to his apartment after work. Police say they are looking for Marcus Johnson, a former Jackson police officer. A crowd of Collins' family and friends gathered outside the scene as they got the awful news this morning. And emotions were high. They say Collins had multiple restraining orders against Johnson for several months.
Everyone has multiple Ring cameras. His friends, they live here too. He's always lurking around, prowling around. You put a Ring camera on a vacant apartment watching him. That's like obsession. That's a problem. And I feel like the law should have protected him, and they failed him multiple times.
The family says Collins was taken too early as he was pursuing to further his education in the medical field. Collins took after his mother, Ashla Hudson, in becoming a registered nurse at the Baptist Medical Center.
When he graduated high school, he wanted to go follow in my footsteps. I am an LPN of 18 years, and he was involved in my nursing. He went with me for community services, and he grew in nursing, and I always told him, go and be better than me, and he did.
Hudson says her son was compassionate and loved taking care of the sick. She says he was also a family man and would do anything in his capacity to help them out.
He always wanted us to be okay. He made sure that we had what we needed. He made sure that if it was in his will, he would make sure that his family was taken care of, from the oldest to the youngest.
The family has one thing left to say to the one responsible.
We, the family of Carlos Collins, asking you, Marcus Johnson, turn yourself in, please. Turn yourself in.
Why would you take my uncle?
You love your uncle.
Tell him about your uncle. Tell him how you feel about your uncle.
I'm sad. I want him back.
In Jackson, Crystal Tisme, 16 WAPT News.
Marcus Johnson, the man charged with the murder of Carlos Collins, is now in custody at the Jackson Police Department. 12 News' Tia McKenzie joins us now with the details on how it all unfolded. Tia?
That's right, Byron. The slaying of 25-year-old Carlos Collins left his family in pieces. Tonight, the accused killer is in custody. 33-year-old Marcus Johnson is now in the custody of the Jackson Police Department. Warren County Sheriff Martin Pace tells us Johnson led police on a chase after a deputy spotted the black Honda Accord Johnson was reportedly driving. Johnson was wanted for the murder of Carlos Collins that happened at the Tapestry Apartments in Jackson on Tuesday.
I think anytime you have a major crime such as this, cooperation among agencies is vitally important to protect the public, and that's what was evidenced yesterday.
The chase started on Interstate 20 in Mississippi. Pace says the pursuit lasted about 35 minutes before Johnson was captured 25 miles outside of Monroe, Louisiana on Wednesday.
They attempted to initiate a stop on the vehicle. He did not stop. Instead, he accelerated to a higher speed and crossed over into Louisiana. This continued through Madison Parish, past the town of Tallulah. Richland Parish sheriff's officers were able to deflate the tires on the suspect's vehicle. He rolled to a stop and at that point was taken into custody without incident.
Sheriff Pace says no one was injured during the pursuit.
No one was injured, no vehicles were damaged. It all ended very well. One of our concerns was the traffic as we began approaching the city of Monroe, which is a much larger city. Obviously, we had concerns of the suspect's actions.
Johnson worked for the Jackson Police Department for 8 months in 2013. He was separated from JPD pending disciplinary actions, leading to his immediate termination. Johnson resigned just before his termination. Johnson's initial appearance in court is likely to be tomorrow. We'll keep you up to date on air and online as we learn more. Tia McKenzie, 12 News.
Bond has been denied for a former Jackson police officer accused of killing a man earlier this week. 33-year-old Marcus Johnson made his initial court appearance this morning. The ex-cop was brought back to Jackson yesterday after he was captured in Louisiana on April 10th. Johnson was wanted for the murder of 25-year-old Carlos Collins at the Tapestry Apartments, on Tuesday, April 9th. Ashla Hudson is Collins' mother. She says nothing is being done correctly here.
My son will not get a fair trial here in Jackson, Mississippi, and I really want his body moved from the Mississippi, period. Nothing here is being done correctly.
And stay with 12 News on this developing story.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 17th. The year is 2024. As you all know, these dogs are about to start howling and screaming. And Grayson said, okay, wait a minute. This motherfucker started this video without my ass again. Grayson and Ginger are in the sunroom. Ginger, Grayson, they're in the sunroom right now eating breakfast. Some people say, well, how is it pondered that room is actually part of the house? It's an indoor sunroom. That's supposed to be beautiful. Plants are supposed to be growing and thriving before those dogs ate them. I put some plants out here, they ate them. I had put some nice plants out there, but then Ginger decided she was going to eat the plants, so that was the end of the plant room. That's because that's their living room to hang out at. Come here, Gracie. You bed, doggy. Come here. You sweet doggy. Your eyes feel so much better. Come here. Oh, Grayson said, I'm supposed to be, this is my show. This is me time. Ain't no food up here to eat. I already ate. There's no food. There is no food. Nope, no food. Just me. Yeah, just me. Ginger running around looking for food too. Ain't no food. I already ate. I ate. All right, so, gosh, where to start at? I was actually in Brazil when this story broke of this ex-police officer. He was a police officer for a very short period of time. Ex-police officer who shot and killed his ex-lover. I think a lot of us, particularly black folks, we don't understand that there is a great deal of domestic violence in the LGBT community. Domestic violence, murders, mayhem, on a regular basis. I mean, this man shot this 25-year-old man. I think this guy was 25 years of age that was shot and killed by this 30-something-year-old fool who couldn't go on about his damn life. Let me see something. I just closed it on the laptop up. I was reading the story and pushed it out away. But instead of him going on about his life and finding him somebody else to get with, he stalking this guy. The guy goes out and get restraining orders, and the young man, his name is the victim Carlos Collins, was shot when he got off from work. He was coming home from work, working a job, 25, very family-oriented to his mother. You all saw the video of his mother and family members. This guy was 33 years of age, so almost a decade older. And, he realized that he was in danger because he went and got a restraining order and attempted to keep this man from harming him. And obviously, that didn't do any good because the guy knew where he lived at. I'm going to say this, whenever you get a restraining order against somebody, you know this person is violent, I strongly suggest that you move or stay someplace where they don't know where you live. Even if it means leaving the state or leaving the job. I know it seems extreme, but we've seen too many of these cases where people have restraining orders and it still ends in a fatal assault by the person who took out the restraining order to keep this crazy person away from them. So in many instances, you just got to up and move to a different state, different city, different job. I know it might sound impossible to do, but sometimes This case kind of really bothered me because I know of so many friends that I've seen who took out restraining orders against gay and straight against people they were in a relationship with. A restraining order is just a piece of paper. That's it. It's just a piece of paper. It may feel good, I got this restraining order against this person, but it's just a piece of paper that, that piece of paper is not going to save your life in the event that this person decides that they truly wish to harm you. In every instance I've seen when I have family members and friends who take out these restraining orders against somebody for violence, like I said, it's the best scenario is always just to relocate and move and go someplace else. You can't continue to work a job where they know you work at and continue to go to where you live at. And y'all, black men will kill each other in a heartbeat. They will kill another black man, a black woman, a wife, a girlfriend. We've seen this violence that happens in our black community. Let's not pretend this shit don't exist. Let's just pretend let's not sit here and pretend. I know y'all are sitting over there, and white folks do it too. Yeah, we know white folks are quite insane and crazy too, but the level of violence that takes place daily in the black community is pales in comparison to what white folks be doing to themselves and other white folks. What we do to each other is just mind-boggling on a regular basis. Because even here in Atlanta, we've had multiple cases of people, partners killing. There was just one a few months ago where this guy killed his lover. They were breaking up. He killed a guy and then shot and killed himself. A few years back, this was a school teacher. I mean, I could point out many incidents. The one that comes to mind is the guy was a school teacher here in Atlanta who went and killed a friend of mine that I knew who had moved here from Texas. Shot and killed him outside his apartment, and then also killed his best friend, bludgeoned him to death. Before he was killed in a car accident running from the police. Myself personally, y'all, I'm not going to grab a gun and go after nobody for no reason. I can't even imagine. It'd have to be something really, sometimes you wonder, is there a backstory to this that we don't understand? That something happened that these people are, but there's no backstory. It's just crazy nigga shit. Welcome to Niggerville, y'all. Everybody want to be in a loving, happy relationship until that shit turns deadly. And they do turn deadly. There's a lot of violence involved. And unfortunately, with gay and straight relationships in the black community, a lot of violence. I just saw a story, I was trying to say that, where this woman, she shot and killed her husband. And this happened in Texas, I believe. I just saw the video of it. And this just happened like a day or two ago, maybe yesterday. Young couple, children, they had an argument or something, and she walked into the bedroom and grabbed the gun and shot him 3 times and killed him. He died 18 days later. He died yesterday. Violence in our community, in these relationships, gay and straight, is just unpredictable. But it's pretty predictable. Niggas gonna kill each other. We know that much. But how do you stop it? Niggas won't go to counseling. They won't go get help. They won't, But you know what? What stood out to me in particular about this case is I saw something on the internet. It was an article. Now, this officer, ex-officer Johnson, was forced to resign from the Jackson Police Department after being arrested in the neighboring county, Ridgeland, for careless driving and no proof of insurance. But before resigning, he also had been accused of stealing from JCPenney. And in 2014, he was arrested again for impersonating a police officer after he pulled over a Jackson State University student and told her that he would not issue a ticket to her if she slept with him. So I don't know what became of that. He was arrested. So was he bisexual? Was this it's just a lot of questions here. So you gonna pull over? There's just some crazy people out there, y'all. It is some really, really, really crazy people out there. Be careful who you bring into your inner circle. And listen and follow. That 25-year-old kid, he probably didn't have, Carlos probably didn't see the red flags coming with this man that he was originally dating. And over the years, because I have this YouTube channel, y'all, I've had a lot of conversations with younger guys about these violent relationships they've had with these guys. And the crazy part is quite a few of these guys that they were in these violent relationships with police officers. I'm like, he was a police officer? And he did what? And they're going back and forth to court, and they're filing restraining orders, and the police officers, in this case, this guy was not a police officer very long. It was a very short period of time. I always thought a certain type of person is who goes looking for a job to be a police officer, maybe not the good people. Yeah, I know there's some good police officers out there, we all know that, but a lot of times, a lot of these officers shouldn't probably be in that job. But the level of violence in the LGBT community is something that's not really talked about. And there's so many instances of stories that take place in the news. One guy, people shoot. Now, a lot of times you may not understand what happened there. There was a story a few years ago where this guy was taking out the trash. He was shot and killed in his driveway. And later on, they found out the person who shot and killed him was someone he was having a relationship with. His family didn't know he was gay. They're like, well, who is this guy? Nobody knew. And this was not discovered until they were able to somehow or another capture the person who did the shooting, and it was just determined that they had been in a relationship. A lot of people are in gay relationships. A lot of men, they hide, they're in the DL, they be hiding their sexuality. And clearly this was not the case in this situation here. But there are a lot of murders that take place in our communities that we may not quite understand, and it's related why did this person kill this person? But yeah, they were having some type of relationship or some type of sexual relationship or some type of situation going on, and the other person might decide to end it, and the other person said, "Why ain't you ain't in this shit? I'm gonna kill your ass." But there's an extreme amount of violence in our communities. Originally, I was going to do this story, and I still am going to do about it, at a gas station on Candler Road. And it's like 3 innocent people were caught in this drive-by. I'm trying to find the video of it, and I'll probably find it later on. But there's a video of the shootout at this gas station. These people just going on about their business, and niggas shooting all around them. They're like, what? And they don't give a fuck about you. Y'all, this is on Candler Road. If you know anything about Atlanta and Candler Road, there's a JJ's Fish Shack right up the street from that restaurant. I've known to go into that JJ's Fish Shack a couple times, foolishly trying to get some fried fish. But I know the risk that involved to get that fried fish, but ain't no fried fish at JJ's Fish Shack worth dying over. That one on Candler Road is dangerous, and that one down there on Metropolitan, what is that damn street? Down on the south side of town, right there with that Wendy's, where they burned that Wendy's down over there. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're from Atlanta, but they burned that Wendy's down over there. That JJ's, people have been shot and killed in that parking lot of that place. Now, I don't know if anything has happened on Candler Road at that JJ's Fish Shack, but they do have security there. But all kinds of shit that happen up and down Candler Road, including that soft cab mall. Folks have been shot and killed in that parking lot. So, violence, mayhem, confusion. Welcome to Niggerville, y'all. This is the Jackson, Mississippi version, but I heard things were rough in Jackson, Mississippi. I've heard that from a lot of people who live in Jackson. I've been through Jackson before, but I heard things were pretty rough in Jackson, Mississippi. Yep, I've heard that. But clearly in this case, this guy who did this killing, he was clearly off his rockers, or obsessed. You don't know how to just let something go. Hard to explain. But this type of violence in the black community happens frequently, on a daily basis. Frequently. All the time. But anyway, I need to take these dogs out before they make the decision to pee on this floor, since I let them out that room. Normally when I let them out the room, I need to take them immediately outside. What is this? Anyway, Today it is Wednesday, April 17th. I know this story is a little time news flies on it, but it's the 17th when this situation happened. Well, it happened while I was in Brazil. I don't know the exact date of it exactly, but it happened in Jackson, Mississippi. You know, now it happened to this young man because he was just starting his life out. You know, a lot of young people were shot and killed. A lot of young, and it's unfortunate how many young black people lose their lives in the black community. You know, it's just sad, man. You know, it's just horrible. But today it is Wednesday. It is April 17th. The year is 2024. I'm gonna take these dogs out, and I got a late start to today. I had a bunch of ripping running to do. Look forward to reading y'all comments. I know this happened last week, but I wanted to bring attention. But something, you know, you have to begin really taking a close look at the violence, domestic violence problems within these relationships. And I was involved in a relationship that also included domestic violence. Lucky one of us ain't dead. You know, so clearly could have happened because of foolish behavior. Crazy, stupid nigga shit. It's a whole nother video. Don't get me started on that bullshit. But anyway, I'm out of here. It's Wednesday, April 17th, year is 2024. I'm out. Let me take these dogs out. I'll speak to you all later. All right.